The numbers 1010 could be significant at this time. You could be seeing those numbers a lot. You also could be seeing the numbers 1001. That could be significant as well. I'm getting like there's a lot of cycles that are closing out for you at this time. Old patterns, old beliefs. And I'm also getting that like you could be going through a spiritual awakening at this time, a deep transformation, a rebirth at this time. And I'm getting that you're not the only one that is going through this. Like there's other souls that are mirroring this energy. There's other people that like have the same heart and the same vision as you that may be going through this like a same or similar awakening. And I'm getting like it's all a part of the divine plan. This is going to be a divine activation and healing message. I'm going to allow myself to be divided with the message that you're need to hear at this moment in time. Protection. It says, I trust that the divine protection is always over my life. I am protected in every moment, even when I feel alone. So right now, it's a reminder for you to know that you are protected in this time. Even if you feel alone in this time, even if there's people that you let go, like you don't have anyone physically here as you're going through this awakening, it's a reminder for you to know that you are unconditionally loved, you're protected, and you're divinely guided in this times. At this time, there's helper in other realms. There's helpers that you can't see. There's protection that you can't see. There's, if you believe in spirit guides, ancestors, if you just believe in source, please know source is there protecting you and guiding you, and that is here for you. If you believe in all of the above, ancestors, spirit guides, energies, source, the universe, all of the above, you are protected. And it's a reminder for you to know that you are protected and to not to feel alone right now. You know, that could be significant. So it's something that's significant about like you knowing how protected you are in this time. It's a reminder for you to know. You could be seeing that number 444. It's also a reminder for you to know like that you're not the only one going through what you're going through right now. It's you're activating, you're healing, you're expanding, you're evolving, and it's all a part of the divine plan. Your higher self didn't want you to stay stuck. You know, it wasn't meant for you to stay stuck. It wasn't meant for you to stay blocked. And not stuck like you're just this inadequate stuck person, just stuck in old illusions, old versions of you, old habits of you that, you know, just don't serve you anymore. You know, it's like the reality, you know, that is leaving you right now. It doesn't serve you anymore. And now you're going through this awakening so you could, you know, unfold and expand into who you really are. So you're being guided in this time to have an open mind and love yourself with love here. It says, love. Divine, help me to constantly remind myself that I am loved and unconditionally loved. Teach me how to love myself and others the way you love me. So one thing on this journey that you're going to be learning to do is love yourself, to have grace for yourself. Not only that, you're going to be guided in this time to give yourself the love that you weren't able to give yourself in the past. One thing this journey is going to really, really teach you is how to love yourself. And it's going to really, really show you where you was putting love, how you was putting love and giving love to others and other things rather than yourself. And it's going to probably take you back to some events. It's probably going to take you back to some different experiences that you experienced to show you where that love may have been lost, where it had been given, where it has been taken for granted. It's going to show you all these experiences, not to make you be negative and, you know, take it out or be angry or upset about it, but it's to take you back to those times to see where the root cause of it, where it came from, see where the root came from, and then the pattern, then where the cycles just kept repeating itself. It's only doing that so it can bring you back to you, so that you can see where your energy, where your love, where your power had leaked. And that's another thing that you're going to be learning on this journey, you know, how your energy, how you have given your energy away, your power away, your love away. And, you know, this journey is really to show you how to get back to self, how to yeah, how to get back to self, how to give all those things to self. Grounding. It says through grounding, I allow myself to feel stable and secure. So right now, you're being guided to allow yourself to ground. You may be guided in this time to spend more time in nature. Even if you don't like spend time in nature, you may be guided in this time to meditate more, sit still, allow yourself to be in stillness, and you know, listen to that inner voice. Sit still and listen to that inner voice. I used to say this all the time. Even if you may not know how to meditate, even if you don't want to sit for a meditation for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, at least giving yourself 5 minutes for each day. It's 7 days in a week. For each day, give yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Especially if you want to take this serious, and especially if you know that this is a part of your journey, and you just want to do something different, and you're willing to have an open mind. Give yourself 5 minutes. Set the timer on 5 minutes, and just because maybe you can't go that long, like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Set it for 5 minutes, and set the intention. I'm going to stay here until this timer go off, and I'm not getting up. So saying your name, setting that intention, I'm going to sit here and receive what it is that I need to receive, let go of what I need to let go, and just be in the now. I'm just going to allow you don't even have to say that. You could just say, I set the intention to be in the now. I set the intention to, if you want to say receive, you can. I set the intention to let go and receive whatever it is that I can. But whatever it is, allowing yourself that time, giving yourself that moment, because that's part of that love too. That's part of you taking your energy back too. That's because you're absorbing your own energy when you sit in meditation. You sit in your own aura. I meant to say aura and era. I guess I meant to say that because I guess I meant to say era, like ERROR, because it's like you start seeing. Not only do you, like, when it comes to this awakening, like that inner voice starts talking, but you start seeing visions of what may have happened, and seeing the era that may have occurred. And the beautiful thing about meditation, it does this thing, and I don't think I've heard it like this before, but it's like you're able to sit in the past, present, and future. And it's something about it coming together to just help you in that moment. So meditation isn't just about you looking all cute or looking all, like you got things, like figured out. It's to really just, be able to allow and be in the moment. So you maybe got in this time to ground at this time. I have throat chakra. It says, I speak up for myself and others. I express and communicate what is needed, no matter the situation. So I have here throat chakra. You could be activating your throat chakra right now. You could be speaking up for yourself more at this time now, or you may be guided in this time to speak up for yourself. There's something about, like, your throat chakra could have been blocked from the past, from childhood. Maybe you couldn't speak up for yourself then. Maybe you were afraid to. Maybe every time you did, you got yelled at. Maybe like you was this very intelligent child, and people probably made you feel inadequate when it came to your intelligence and the things that you spoke. So you kept quiet. Maybe you were very intelligent, but people, there may be individuals that saw that tried to make you feel like you weren't, and so you just chose to keep quiet. You chose to, like, kind of dim yourself, even starting as a child. Maybe it's something about your voice, you expressing yourself, that you chose to just put to the side. I paused like that because it's also something like about bullying. Maybe you never like bullying as well. I'm getting like this is something that you you replay in your head, because maybe there was a lot of experiences that you may have went through where people may have bullied you or bullied others, and you just didn't play that, and or you know, or it was one point in a time like you kept letting it happen, and then maybe you snapped, or as an adult what ended up happening, like as a child it kept happening over and over and you let it, then as an adult like you snapped, something like that. But it's like now as you awaken, I'm getting like, have love for yourself, like have love, know who, this is why you're awakening and learning who you are, because you, as you love yourself, you're going to know why you do the things you do. You're going to learn to love you no matter what. So when, if let's say that bullying energy tries to come up in any type of way, it may not be in a childlike way, it may be in a high school way, whatever that may look like. Your throat is being activated and healed at this time, because I don't know if this moment coming, or I don't know this moment is here now, but there's something about you activating and healing your throat chakra so that you can speak up for yourself and others. And it's something about you expressing the truth with wisdom and intelligence and speaking things from a different perspective, you know, and allowing things, by you speaking this truth, things are going to elevate, things are going to expand, things are going to, you know, you break many bondages off of not just yourself but others as well. So something about the throat chakra, the color blue could be significant. You may be guided in this time to sit near water, drink more water in this time. That could be significant. I have here 333. Wow. So right now it's a reminder for you to know that you're in divine alignment. And it says it's time to be courageous in your endeavors. Have faith in this time and know that this will be accomplished. So it's something about you, and your endeavors don't have to just be like grand, meaning like you have to just, it's like stage presence. It don't have to be in that energy, although it is and you don't know it, especially to like energies that you don't see, like that, the energies that you don't see, such as like support, like, and the help that you have around you that you don't know about. That's what I'm meaning. But going back to what I was saying, it's like, you know, you having faith in this time and knowing that like this journey will be accomplished, or, wherever, like everywhere you're being guided to go. Like you could be traveling, you may be guided to travel to a place or go somewhere, move to another place, or travel somewhere. I just said that, or start something new, or whatever it is, it's going to be accomplished, and you're just being guided. And it's time to have courage along this journey. Just wherever you go, wherever you go, no matter where you are, you're being guided. It's time to be courageous. Know that you're in divine alignment. Have faith, and know that everything will be accomplished. I'm getting that card. It's like that circle of life card, with that it's a turtle, and then it has like the circle around it. And that reminds me like, that's what this reminds me of. It's like it may look like you started off very slow, and your whole awakening looks like you're starting off slow, or that you may went down a slower path, or a path that not everybody has went down. And like I said, you may look slow on this path, but if you ever read the book, The Tortoise and the Hare, and every time I'm about to start talking like this, my throat, I'm trying not to cough right now, because it's like my throat has been raspy a lot, like on these messages. So you may hear me swallow a lot. You may hear me kind of sound like I'm trying to stop something from like, anyway. It just tried to happen though. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, The Tortoise and the Hare. And if you don't know about that book, it's just basically a story. It's talking about like it's this turtle and then it's this rabbit, and like they're supposed to be racing, and so the So what ends up happening, the tortoise and the hare, they end up racing. And the turtles go slow, and rabbits, they go fast. And so one thing that the rabbit did was, you know basically underestimate the turtle. So the rabbit knew that he was going to be faster than the rabbit. He saw the turtle's pace, and he was like, "Oh man, I got this." So along the story, what ended up happening, especially because it's cartoon, the I believe the rabbit went to his home, like along the way, like his house was along the race. And so the rabbit ended up going like home or something, took a nap, ate. He did like two or three things, you know, while the race was going, because he felt like he was that fast, and he knew the turtle's next move. He's like, turtle gonna be going slow anyway. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I'm a rabbit. I'm fast. I know I got him. I know I'm gonna beat him. And so it was, I believe his last thing he did was like take a nap, and the nap was longer than he thought it was. And so um, when he woke up, the turtle was like right there, almost at the finish line. And by the time it was time for the rabbit to catch up with the turtle had already crossed the finish line. And it's like something about that with you. It's like, there could be energies just focusing on the physical of what you're doing. It may look like you're not moving. It may look like you're slow right now. And that's why I love the end of my messages, because it's about to be the end. But it's like they just get juicy at the end. My messages get so juicy at the end. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, these, like, it's something about, like, they were just seeing like the physical. It looked like the physical, like you're not moving. It looked like in the physical, like you're moving slow, that things not working out for you, or things not going well for you, or and on the physical, it could be that. But the thing about this is also spiritual. And that's what this spiritual awakening is trying to teach you. It's like, yeah, you got things going on in the physical, but there's a whole nother side of this that comes before this physical even happened. And what I'm trying to teach you, right, and the sources, like, what I'm trying to teach you is how to get adequate and feel adequate in this realm. So when it comes to the physical, it could be balanced, it could be in harmony. But there's individuals that have not gotten there yet. They haven't expanded and evolved there yet. So what they're only seeing is the physical, and it look like you going slow. So guess what? They in they energy. They like, I'm a rabbit. I can do this. I can do this. You look like you didn't, quote unquote, fell off. You look like you, quote unquote, not on, not doing what you know it don't look like you moving. What they say, it don't look like you in motion. And so they taking a nap, they eating food, they, like the rabbit, because they're so busy looking at the physical. So the thing about your awakening is they're not going to see you. It's going to be too late. You're going to already be near the finish line. And about time that these energies try to catch up, you're going to be putting your foot over that finish line. It's going to be too late, because the rabbit got too cocky. The rabbit felt like it knew the turtle. It knew the turtle every move. But yeah, the physical was true, but there was something that was taught on both ends. First of all, you learned that there was a whole other realm that you needed to learn. And then the rabbit, or the energy, the individual, learns that, wow, you just don't, quote unquote, judge a book by its cover. Or there's a whole nother realm. Where did this person come from? Where did this come from? Oh, this is a whole nother realm that exists. I thought you were just in this area. I thought it looked like this in just this area, but this is a whole nother realm. This is something I didn't even see. If you hear that dog, please forgive me, because I know it can be loud in the phone. But I looked up the spiritual meaning when it came to like dogs or whatever, and that's dogs are protectors. They can see things that you don't see. They can um, feel things that you don't feel and sense things that you don't see. So it's something about that. Remember, the first thing that I started out with was protection. So it's just a confirmation for you to know that you're protected. Like I said, even if you don't feel like it. So I'm gonna get the element air. It says, as you feel the breeze of the wind, allow yourself to be one with nature. Allow yourself to have this awareness. Say to yourself, as the wind blows, I allow myself to let go of what no longer serves me so what's needed can fill its space. So, yes, right now you're being guided. I'm getting like this surrendering energy. I'm getting like, and I don't know why I'm being this dramatic. I'm this dramatic, really, though. I really am. So, the things that I envision, they may be a little out there, but so I just saw this person, and it's we seen it on the card. Well, I've seen it on the card where, like, the lady, she holds her hand out and like she holds her head back, and it just looks like the wind hitting her. So that's basically what I was just about to say. It's like that's what I can envision, like a person just being out in nature, looking up at the sun, holding their head back, holding their hands out, and just surrendering, letting the air just hit their face, let it just hit their body, and just letting it cleanse your aura, cleanse your spirit, cleanse your body. As the air hit your body, just set the intention. This air hitting me like this because there's an energy on me that needs to go away with it. And also just saying, affirming what it says. It says, as the wind blows, I allow myself to let go of what no longer serves me so what's needed can fill its place. Yeah. So you surrendering, you being in that moment, you letting the air hit you, letting it blow away what needs to be let go and you sit still in that, and then you walk off knowing that what needs to fill its space is going to be filled.